What is your name and age?
My name's Alan Lahore, I'm 55.
How long have you been collecting stuff?
Good 40 years.
Have you ever wanted to stop buying things, and if so, what's stopping you?
There's no reason to stop buying stuff. It's just something I do, see something that looks cool, or something related to a movie I've seen. As long as you're not spending your rent money on it, why stop buying stuff?
Do you ever stop to think about how much money you spend?
Yes, every time I buy something, I think, is it worth it? Do I need it? Do I have enough money in my wallet to pay for it? All those sort of things. It's like, if I'm short of money, I don't buy stuff. If I've got a little bit of extra money because work's gone well or that type of thing, and I've got a spare little bit of cash, I don't particularly have devoted to anything. I could spend $100 or $200 on stuff. But in general, most of the stuff I buy is relatively cheap. $15, $20 a piece, or maybe 40 or 50 if it's, I consider that quite expensive. The really big items are a Christmas present or an anniversary present, which I save up for over 6 months.
Of all the things you've bought, which one is your favourite and why?
My favourite would be my set from a TV program called UFO. I grew up with the TV series, and the spaceships were really awesome, and they would definitely be my favourite ones.
Why do you love that series?
It was one of the first science fiction programs I'd seen on TV, other than the likes of Lost in Space or Space 1999, but the models were really cool. This was just a little bit before Star Wars came out, and so that type of shots of spaceships and exploding tanks and all that sort of thing were quite rare. You know, normally you'd watch stuff like The Sweeney or average TV.
So I myself know you like board games. Which one is your favourite and why?
Settlers of Catan. It's a very straightforward, simple game to play, but you can play it many different ways. You can play it with a bunch of children and enjoy the game. You can play it with some very serious adults and be quite mean to one another, get a lot of enjoyment out of that. So it's adaptable to the people you're with, and every time you set up the island, it's a different island. So it's a very straightforward game, very easy to play, but the social aspects, the way you interact with different people, is just really good.
In your opinion, what is the best thing about collecting stuff?
The thing I like the best is 90% of these things remind me of someone or a place I've been. Someone's given me a piece for my birthday, or I've purchased something down in Christchurch visiting my son, or a moment that a friend's given me something when we've been at a gypsy fair or something, and they're going, oh, you'd like this. And so almost every piece I can point to and go, I got that at Armageddon when I met Rhys Davies, or I met Darth Vader and Chewbacca. I got some signed pictures with them. So it's memories, I guess.
In your opinion, what are some of the negatives about collecting stuff?
The biggest negative for me is I don't have enough room to display all my stuff. When you've been collecting it for a number of years, you find your cabinet's not big enough. So you take some stuff out and store it in an attic, and then you put some new stuff in. And it does have a tendency to dominate your room or your activities. But there's no real negative side to collecting stuff. If you enjoy it, there's no harm. It's just, if there's an inconvenience of it being in your way, or you get too carried away with it and forget your wife and kids and everything else, then you got a problem. But I'd like to think I don't have that as a problem.